One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brian Johnson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Buccaneers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That throw by Brady incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Prescott on 1st down.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys 1st down.
Get out there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to right. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Brady now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. Touchdown! We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, oh, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Suck him for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. Just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These 2 defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Micah Parsons
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. He's got White here.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his man, it's White.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into that.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Brady gives this to White. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Play action now, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
White, he'll try the left side. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's White. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Hands it off out of the gun. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
On play action, Prescott. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw is Brady. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wright's got him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slant. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds here. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
But he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now they're filling as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. White running to the left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He completes it to Tompkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here's Prescott.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
To throw, Prescott.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Now Prescott.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Taken at the goal line.
The Bucs take over 1st down after our own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That throw by Brady, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Brady. It's caught. Tompkins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No, 66.
Brady to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Prescott.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
This game rests on the right leg of Brian Johnson.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to.